What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bench Podcast. My name is Joey, joined as always by my brother, co-host Angel. How you doing, man? Happy week one.
Happy week one. What a great day of football. Waking up to crazy news and football all day, and it just ended a great game. Great day.
Woo. You know when you leave high school, and then like that first homecoming, you run into your old girl, like.
What's up, babe?
Forgot how comfortable this was.
Yeah.
That's how I was today.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with football all day.
I missed you, baby.
I missed you, baby.
You smell wonderful.
I know you're going to leave me again.
You can leave me in
Let's not get too deep into this. Over the producer's desk, double barrel action. Registered Packer owner and 605 a good day. Game 12 AJ Woodson.
What up?
Happy week one, boys. Happy week one.
Yes, sir. Hey, something happened today that I've been waiting for years.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sitting at home with my wife watching the game. She looks over to me and she says, "Don't you just love football?"
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. It was great.
Stuff.
It was great.
Good stuff.
We had a great day.
Hey, that might mean there's a boy.
Oh,
Cooking.
a little cooking up in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, her football
Yep.
hormones are going.
I think that might be little Bartholomew.
Yeah. I guess we just made the announcement.
Oops. Over at the guest chair, of course, joining us every Sunday night for Monday's episode, Terrell Thorogood. How you doing, my friend?
What up?
Broncos.
Yeah, it was a rough first outing for the
It
Broncos,
was, but yet it was a little bit bittersweet because there's a lot of people who owe you guys a lot of apologies.
Yeah.
A lot of apologies.
What's crazy is that we don't like
Bo
that.
Nix
I don't
sucked.
want them. we don't like that he did bad.
I'll
we
be
don't,
that guy.
Yeah, but
Can I be the anti-Bo Nix guy now? I want to be that guy.
it wasn't us. I don't know where that came
Can
from.
you give me your throne?
It wasn't us. I love Bo Nix.
Episode 155, just for Monday, September 9th, 2024. Before we get into the news, Monday's Benchy Awards. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
And a little segment we call Ball Don't Lie.
Oh, this is the good shit right
We
here.
just tell it like it is.
This is football
We
talk.
just tell it like it is.
Yep.
You know, there's a comment on YouTube today because obviously when Bo Nix shat his pants, I went on and did a couple of,
Oh, yeah.
hey, remember me?
And normally I'd be like, Joey, don't do that. They're all over us when it went the other way.
Oh, yeah. And one of the comments was, you guys talk a lot of shit for a small podcast. And I said, yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And we always will.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So we'll get into that. It's going to be a fun show. If you're following us on YouTube, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Subscribe, turn on those notifications, and thank you for joining us for this 2024-2025 season as the NFL kicks off this weekend. Hope you have a good time all year long. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, thanks for joining the audio version of the Bench Podcast. Like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, leave a review. That's not what you think it is. I just want to point that out. That's just interrupting me.
You asked us to be more.
I understand what you're doing. You're being a smart ass.
Okay, you know what happened? You got to find a natural gap.
Yeah.
Like
Here's
I
the
have
thing
the
of being a
natural
smart ass. If you're doing it for too long, you're just an ass. You know what I'm saying?
No, because we've trying to establish an audio shout out. What's up, audio people?
No, we're not. See, that's the problem. We're not trying to shut
This side of the room is trying to establish an audio shout out.
From this side of the room is trying to get through the audio announcement. But I will recognize I interrupted myself today. So,
Okay.
yeah, my fault. And of course, follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok. There it is. Follow the show between the show. Search at Bench Show. I knew it coming. So the ass thing still applies. Follow the show between the show. Check out benchshow.com. Sign up for the weekly bench report. And, of course, the bench beat, articles on fandom, fantasy, and all things NFL. And Greg got some things cooking, so make sure you go check that out.
Yes.
All right, guys, let's get into Monday's benches. Okay, here we go. They are who we thought they were. Benchy goes to Joe Alt, who matched up with Max Crosby in the first game of his career and gave up zero pressures to Max Crosby. Joe Alt is the real deal. He is, in fact, what we thought he was.
He's a dog. Certified dog, 6'8", massive human. Gets Crosby, who we all loved on this show. Same round with Bosa and all them. Good for him, dude.
Harbaugh gets his first win.
Yep.
Alt is just the first pick of the Harbaugh generation and feels like a win.
Yeah, quote after he drafted him. Because why don't you get an offensive weapon? Say, oh, we did. Joe Alt, offensive weapon.
Yeah. See Max Crosby? Erased.
Yeah, erased. Zeroed out.
You're up, Angel.
My benchy is the hottest fuck award goes to Anita. Holy hell. That was not family appropriate, but I was there for it. It was awesome.
Classy as usual.
Classy as usual.
Yeah,
Terrell, you're up.
for real.
My benchy is the OV Ho award. Kendrick Lamar makes his announcements. Meet me in New Orleans. He'll be hosting the Super Bowl. Poor Drake. He's just taking another L.
That's crazy.
Although I think I think the best show would have been the two of them battling out.
Oh God, bloodbath.
That would have been the best.
You
Super Bowl
settle it.
performance.
We're settling this
Settle
on
it.
the
Right
Super
now.
Bowl Sunday.
I mean, we know who's
Sunday.
winning too. Like, I don't know, that's
no,
not a
no. It's the
competition.
biggest
Whoever's
crowd.
riders are better.
Oh yeah, like that.
I think we probably all lose that.
Yeah,
We'd all lose again, just like we all lost the first time.
I don't know about that.
Okay, is it okay? I think the biggest loser was Lil Wayne. This was Lil Wayne's show.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
They took it and gave it to.
Well, and then Lil Wayne has so many songs with different artists. You can like pull a lot of different
He
people.
could put together a whole show.
Yeah.
That's a good point too, because first thing Gabe asked me was like, okay, who's the people that Kendrick can pull in?
Yeah.
It's like Future.
But Lil Wayne has like been around forever.
He could pull in Drake.
He can pull in everybody.
Yeah.
The thing about Lil Wayne is I feel like he's been around so long. Like he can just go back to a Millie
Oh.
and all the way up to like his recent hit. There's stuff he wrote back he forgot he wrote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Like I feel like he could put together a whole show that would reach the broadest amount of people.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I make fun of Kendrick Lamar a lot. I don't know how broad this is going to be. I feel like he's going to lose at least half of America.
Yeah, Drake would have been a bigger show. I mean, he would definitely would have got the Swifties. The Swifties would have for sure been on.
Tell you what though,
Same type of fan.
we're gonna hear They Not Like Us about 1 billion times leading up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you know how they always do like the promo like right when
Oh my-
playoffs are starting?
we hear it all
yeah,
the
you're gonna
time.
hear that a lot.
Going into commercial break.
Yeah,
like-
everything.
We'll have so many opportunities to use the restroom during the halftime.
Okay.
All right, Benchies, producer's table, what you got?
all right, I've got my fantasy analysis paralysis benchy to all the panicking Kyron Williams owners. Kyron Williams was on the field at running back for 67 snaps. Blake Corum, 0.
The backup running back was not Blake Corum.
No.
It was Ronnie
Rivers, yep.
Sean McVay's a piece of shit.
I'm telling you, man, the man's a liar.
He's just a liar.
He's a liar. He
He's
says stuff. I'm like,
straight up liar.
we said all offseason, then he said no. Kyrie Williams is still going to be the main guy, and then he tells the truth. We can't. He's a liar, but he told the truth one time with Blake Corum. Fuck you, man.
Kyrie, what? Did he return any punts today?
No, he was back there.
He was the punt returner. Yeah, he was still the punt returner.
I hate that guy.
One more shout out for that award also goes to the Tyler Algier people and their offensive coordinator. He is going to be a big part of this offense.
Yes, he is.
Where was he?
That's kind of
Where was he?
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Tell you who was. Bijan Robinson was everywhere.
Yep.
He wasn't. Terry McLaurin.
We can go on about fantasy, guys.
Gabe, Benchy.
So I have one here. The Hands Up Don't Shoot Award benches to the Miami-Dade Police Department. Thank you very much for starting off our Sunday in a very dramatic fashion. Didn't hurt Tyreek Hill at all. 7 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown.
They put that man on the floor, and then they put Calais Campbell, 6'8" Calais Campbell, in handcuffs at well.
I think he's just as tall
before
when
the
sitting.
home opener.
Yeah, terrible.
The guy who did it, you hear about him? He got put on administrative
Oh,
leave.
yep, immediately.
Yeah,
yep.
immediately.
Yeah.
They started an investigation, and that investigation quickly ended.
That really did. You got like one tweet was like they're reviewing it. Next tweet was like they put it.
Well,
on
because you did it in
administrative
front of everybody. There was fans walking by with there was 80 cameras on it. So and you messed up, dude. Sorry.
Also, what a night, too, because he got to celebrate in the end zone. I don't know if you guys saw that. The handcuff.
that was
hilarious.
leave.
I was
So
like,
great.
hilarious.
you know, the chief of the Miami-Dade Police Department was just like, what a
Yeah.
day.
Like we are just being clowned.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
we're being clowned.
What a
That was
day.
So good. Okay, I got another one here. It's gonna be a long year. Benchy goes to Giants fans who were booing Daniel Jones and calling him Danny Pennies as he left the stadium after leading the Giants to 9 points and a blowout loss to the Vikings.
He sucks.
They left. They were started to leave the stadium with 5 minutes left in the third.
They're gonna riot.
That's unbelievable.
They're gonna burn
This
that
is
place
New
down.
York.
Where's DeVito at? We need him more than ever.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna give Daniel Jones a whole year. I don't think.
No.
No.
Drew
You're-
Lock
you're
might
gonna
have
see
to make
Drew
it out.
Lock very
September.
soon.
You're about to see about 4 or 5 quarterbacks play for the New York Giants this year.
And we got Shedeur Sanders next year.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
No more Dak.
He had a rough weekend as well.
Quinn.
Oh, that's right.
Quinn,
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers had a great
It
weekend.
might be the other quarterback, the Nebraska guy,
Oh yeah.
Raiola.
The
Is that-
Mahomes
Is it
Jr.
the fake Mahomes?
That if you haven't seen this yet, Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola, I think his name.
Yeah.
Spot on.
It's almost like okay, bro.
Life imitating art.
He's
Yeah.
imitating
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's just a costume now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now you're just wearing a costume because you're doing everything that he does.
Same celebrations.
And he's
everything.
good. He's
Yeah.
good at
And he's
football.
good. I guess
for
if
you.
that you do that, it works.
Yeah.
Anyone else got another benchy?
Yeah, I got the invited to the Cookout Award goes to Scott Hansen, hosting another year of NFL Red
Yeah.
Zone. Scott, we love you, dude. You're one of the boys.
Yeah, and he was. I feel like he's much more active now in promoting it.
That's his baby.
Yeah, he's like, I'm back, boys.
Yeah, that's his.
The memes have really helped it like become this big thing.
Yeah.
So now they're like, look, people know about it. Like, let's ride this.
Do you like Red Zone?
No.
Yeah, I don't watch Red Zone.
No.
Personally, no.
If I can't get to Sunday Ticket, I'll go Red Zone for sure. Oh yeah.
Isn't it part of
Red
Sunday
Zone's a part of Sunday Ticket.
No. You're watching it on your screen. You don't put it. I mean, I like today. I didn't put it on the 4-screen thing. I put 4 games. But if I
No, I
wasn't
think we're
doing
saying
that,
there'll never be a point that you get to Sunday Ticket and you can't get to your games. I probably said that weird too.
Oh.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't watch. I don't prefer it
Yeah.
either.
I pick my games, watch those games, and enjoy it.
Honestly, today I was watching with Angel and he put 4 screens up, and I had a little bit of overload. Like I can't pay attention to 4 games. I can't do it.
I was mixing players up. I was like, didn't they just get a first down?
actually, when we watched together, we had 4 games going on, and we had an iPad with
the local TV
with
game.
the local TV game. And I was like, okay, let me get my phone out and try to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I think and not to be sexist, but every woman who walked in the room was like, really?
Like, really, get out of here, mom.
Sister. Anyone else got another benchy? I got one more here. Borrowing from the late, great Kobe Bryant, the soft like Charmin benchy goes to all the Packer fans who took to Twitter to whine about how dirty a player Jalen Carter was after sacking Jordan Love. Several fans even citing his past with street racing as a possible character flaw that may have caused him to injure Jordan Love.
Well, he's a
Listen,
street racer.
Gabe, I know you're not like this, and you're not blaming Jalen Carter, but
That was one of the first things that came to my mouth.
it was surprising.
I just want to make that abundantly clear. The first thing that came to my mouth was that it was not dirty. I think I saw a comment someone had wrote that like, if you switched roles, Kenny Clark would have done the exact same thing.
What are you
So,
supposed to do if
I'm not
you're-
there.
If you're standing by the guy's feet
He grabbed his legs and wrapped his
And,
legs.
and Love didn't go down.
and was trying to bring him down, like
Yeah.
you use your shoulder to bring your.
He was also on his back, so there's no momentum. So the only thing you can actually
It's
do
just
is
turn.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
It was incredibly soft. And then to go to like, well, he did get in trouble for street race. So it seems like the kind of guy who would do something.
They have all those people have that Citizen app, and they just complain on there all day. You know, those same people, all a bunch of Karens.
Let's get into the news. All right, let's get to the news here. NBC announced Thursday night's game, Ravens-Chiefs, was a banger in so many reasons. 28.9 million across all platforms, making it the most watched NFL kickoff game ever.
28 million people watched this game.
If this is another season where we're getting these tweets after every week, like, we broke more records this week, guys, like, because that's our last year one.
Yeah.
Then
Just breaking records.
we need a break on this. What $900 we're paying to watch the whole NFL season.
Like we can't get any kind of discount. Everyone's watching. You can lower it.
The NFL ran an ad today, and I know you guys saw it, where you guys, we have the number one fans. You guys travel for away games, and they're like stating all the things fans do. So I thought they were gonna say like, so we're gonna give back to you, but no, it was like, so you should also register to vote. Like,
Just using their platform.
freaking Roger Goodell. Man.
Freaking Roger.
All right, let's get to it. Kendrick Lamar will headline the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show. We obviously talked about this. I knew we weren't going to wait until the news to talk about this because this is a man who we talk about often.
Yeah.
But Kendrick Lamar, halftime show. At least this last year, he is kind of the artist of the moment, I guess.
Him and Taylor Swift are they're the happening artists.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, no, they're the pop because he dropped that song.
Taylor Swift must just be saying no.
I think at this point, yeah. I think that's been the deal for the last decade.
She's been touring for like ever. She's probably like, I don't want to do the Super Bowl. I've been touring. She's touring right now, I think, right?
The script writers probably have her in the audience for this one.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, they want her in the audience.
Well, Kendrick did do a little appearance on one of Taylor Swift's songs.
so maybe
So
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad,
Okay.
Bad Blood.
That'd be a smart play by them.
That'd be
Only
great.
if the Chiefs make it. Let's move on here. We got some insight on the Brandon Aiyuk situation just to kind of put a nice little bow on this. The 49ers were ready to trade Brandon Aiyuk to the Steelers the day he signed the extension with San Francisco per Jay Glazer. The front office was finalizing the trade and gave him an ultimatum. Take the contract or the trade happens. He chose the deal that day, and that's how it ended up going down.
I would stay with the Niners too. I mean, Steelers are a good team, but Niners are good right now.
So he just didn't want to leave.
Yeah, it's
Like
all
that, it was a bluff.
It was all negotiating. Yeah. Thanks, Brandon.
And then
Freaking
Terrell,
Brandon.
I don't know if you saw Terrell in the last show. We talked about how he came out and said, I may have made it a little harder than I need to at the end there. What's your take on the whole Brandon Aiyuk thing? You weren't on the last show when we covered it. How it went down, back on the 49ers, wasted all of our time.
Yeah, it's just all funny to me. Like, it's just at the end of the day, he's just like, whoa, chill. Whoa, I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to go to the Patriots. I'm trying to go to the Steelers.
I was serious.
I just want a little bit more money. I just want one more dollar. So
God, dude,
it's just
annoying.
funny to me. He's typical wide receiver diva.
Yep.
So.
I'm gonna go ahead and take back my stance. That
I'm
that
right there with you.
Story was all fake. He was the issue here.
JB told us all wide receivers are shitbirds.
Slap dicks.
Slap
And
dick.
slap dicks.
Still don't know what that means.
I don't know. He made a whole brand out of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on his website.
If you want it on a T-shirt, no problem.
Yeah.
Moving on here, Tyreek Hill was cited for reckless driving right before the game, pulled over for speeding, and there was a verbal altercation with the police officer, which led to him being put in handcuffs. This is right outside the stadium. The video broke of this.
think we have a picture of
Tyreek
it.
Hill on the floor. Sheesh. Nice car.
Yeah.
Really nice car.
I play in 3 hours.
Bro, I am
crazy
Tyreek Hill.
is the caravan of fans who are just driving
Yeah.
by like, that's Tyreek
That's
Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Probably on their way to the
On
game.
their way to the game, yeah.
I wonder how many guys like took Tyreek Hill out of their lineup real quick. Like, I have inside information.
Trying to sell it to TMZ. Like I got great
Trying to
video
trade
of
him
this.
real quick.
Yeah.
Of course, we talked about how the one of those officers
Yeah.
has already been suspended or whatever. They arrested him. Calais Campbell came up and, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right, the big
Yeah.
voice guy.
Yeah.
They arrested him as well. So just they're on one today.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, "Oh God, what did he do?" And then we got on this thing about how everyone should have drivers. I'm sure he was speeding, but then this guy just wanted to be a hero or do something stupid. And
Cite
now-
him.
Just give him a ticket. All right, man, go. The stadium's right there. Like, just write him a ticket. See you. If you want to appeal it, go to court, whatever.
And I don't. Sorry, go ahead, Charles.
I was just gonna say this has to be a side mission in GTA 6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Arrest an NFL player.
Yeah.
Or try to get into the stadium.
Yeah.
Without being arrested.
Say, hey, I could let the ticket off. You just let me, walk in with you. You should have did that.
That might work.
Stupid.
I have no doubt there was a verbal altercation. I have no doubt Tyreek Hill is probably pretty disrespectful. But
I
that
can't
you
wait for
don't.
the body cam footage to drop.
Yeah, you don't arrest them for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't put them on the floor and whatever else they do.
And then
Calais Campbell just literally the Walter Payton Man of the Year. The poster
his
child for
frequent
that.
interviews, he's like the nicest man
Yeah,
ever.
Best guy.
He's like, you know him? Then fuck you too. You're arrested too.
Screw you, cops.
Just a big old scary dude. What are y'all doing?
I'm surprised they.
At least they didn't shoot anyone.
I'm surprised they had the.
All right, let's move on here before we get to into the weeds there. Steelers and Pat Friermuth, 4-year extension, $48 million. Don't want to talk about this too long, but one of the cornerstones there, they're going to count on Friermuth. So right now it's Friermuth and Pickens. I think
Yep.
add a receiver.
Dude, yeah, they have 2 building blocks.
Yeah, they already got Cordell Patterson. That seems to be like
They really like that
big
guy.
plan for them.
They like him.
That
They,
is Arthur Smith's boy.
yeah.
Every time he does a damn ball today, I got
well-
so mad.
To be fair, they did draft Ruben Wilson, who was inactive today. So I guess they have a guy.
Well, he's not going to take carries away from Cordell Patterson.
No, I'm saying like as far as
you
weapons, as far as weapons in the
Oh, yeah.
in the pass catching, area.
We'll see if he's anything.
Yeah.
Another thing that broke over the weekend: Jalen Ramsey, Dolphins, 3-year agreement, $24 million, highest paid quarterback in NFL history for the second time in his career. I'll say it right now, he's not worth this.
I think he
This age.
signed.
This is a legacy
The
deal.
reason why he's 24.1 because Surtain was 24.
Yeah.
So he's wanted to beat Surtain.
Listen, he's really good.
he's good.
I've never been a fan of him, but yeah,
He's good.
whatever.
He's good.
Any thoughts on Jalen Ramsey, guys? I mean, would you make him the highest paid cornerback in NFL history?
Like 4 years ago.
Exactly.
That's what I was
Yep.
thinking.
Yep.
I think now he's just more of a playmaker, but yeah, it's a lot of money.
I mean, maybe he's better than your typical cornerback nowadays, so
How old is he?
overpay for him a little bit, I
I want to
guess.
say he's 30.
He has to be up there. He's been in the league a while. He's been in the league a minute, and he's just a corner. He's still a corner.
2014 was his rookie year.
He'll be 30 in October.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw Brian Thomas Jr. talking some schmack to him today.
and also working him today too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
least
What's
he's
up,
rich.
Jalen?
Okay, last one here, and this is really the biggest one. It broke this morning in the what the hell section of the morning.
Oh, my God.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott have agreed on a 4-year, $240 million extension. The monster deal takes Prescott, makes him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history, $60 million per year. I think I also read that all but like $4 million is guaranteed. Like this
That
is almost
is insane.
This is almost fully guaranteed. So he had all the leverage.
This is because he had every ounce of leverage. That's why you get this crazy deal.
Yeah, we were talking because we had a lot of fantasy drafts over the weekend, and there's some Cowboy fans in one of our leagues. And I don't know if you guys were in the chat, but he was talking about how Dak has this weird allegiance though to the Cowboys. Kind of no matter what they do, he kind of just always shows up. I guess we all had Dak leaving just because let's leave this dumpster fire.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Cowboys, but we were all like, I think I told you, like, I was kind of hoping he went somewhere else. I want to see him somewhere else and do something.
As usual, we had him everywhere else.
Yeah, we speculate wildly around here. We gave him he was saving franchises again.
He was a Raider for me for a while.
He was a Giant for me. Yeah.
It's just I don't know why you hold. I don't know why you hold out this long and then you sign at this point.
And then he signed the biggest contract by like $5 million.
This does not seem like Jerry Jones, though, the day of. Like, well, I got to steal some headlines. Not everyone can. We can't share day one of football.
What's crazy is that he's talking all this shit and he's going to end up paying exactly what the player wants.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, he planned this.
I also think it didn't work. Like, I think this.
No, it didn't land. Yeah, exactly.
I think this got buried more than it became a headline.
Yeah. Well, now you have Micah coming up. So
it became the Aiyuk thing where it's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
We really just don't care no more.
Yeah, we don't. Okay, that's all for the news. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're getting to Ball Don't Lie. Be right back. This segment is brought to you by Dad Gang Hats. Dad Gang makes the highest quality hats in the apparel industry because they use premium materials, pay close attention to detail, and prioritize durability and comfort. With so many styles, colors, and designs, they absolutely have the right hat for you and the dad in your life. Use code BENCHED76826. That's BENCHD 76826. For 15% off your first purchase. Shop Dad Gang Hats, quality hats for quality dads. Okay, we are back. We're going to get into our segment, Ball Don't Lie. All right, man, it was an exciting week one. I'm going to start, though, and I'm going to start us off on Friday night. Because we didn't get to talk about it. Obviously, the Eagles won. We all watched it together. Gabe, I thought you were very graceful.
Shout out to Ross.
Honestly, yeah.
That was very good.
Two gentlemen watching games. It was very tense, but no trash talk. No trash talk.
But yet there's like some intense cheering.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah. It definitely was.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my Ball Don't Lie. Ball Don't Lie, Eagles won ugly again, but it's not like last year. Last year, after every game, we won ugly. We're 10-1. We won every game ugly.
Yeah.
And it just didn't feel right. I feel like we won ugly again, but it's different this time. It feels different, mostly because we weren't last year. We won ugly against the Patriots in the season opener. This year we took on the Packers, who are a really good team. I was pretty impressed by the defense, actually. Jordan Love didn't play the greatest game. Then he got hurt, of course. But Josh Jacobs played really well, especially in that second half. And the Eagles kind of weathered the storm when it comes to turnovers. That game could have got ugly really fast. That was the first difference I saw between this year's team and last year's team, is that they weathered the storm, they bounced back, they showed some mental toughness, some character, whatever you want to call it. In the first, I think, couple minutes, interception on their own 5-yard line, a fumble on their own 20, and interception in the end zone. 3 massive turnovers, still put up 34 points, still were in it on the entire game. I was pretty impressed by that. AJ?
Yeah, that's the thing. Our defense made plays when they needed to.
Yep.
Those 2 turnovers in the beginning could have gotten ugly. We made stands, and Packers got 2 field goals out of those red zone turnovers.
Yep.
And then the offense made plays when they needed to. Big 3rd downs, big 4th downs, scoring plays when we needed to. So, yeah, it was ugly. Yeah, not the best game from Jalen Hurts. I'm a little worried about his decision-making, as we talked. But I mean, we could attribute that to a new offense and him just kind of not really understanding the progressions. But, yeah, I feel much better than last year.
The way I put it down is defense saved the game early.
Yeah.
And offense put it away late. That's the only reason I feel okay about Jalen. It's because he looked better as the game was going. Like, he looked terrible to start the game.
Yeah.
You know what? I was going to be hard on Jalen, but then I watched week 1. Everyone started off slow. So I was like, this is just people don't play preseason. So it's kind of like they kind of just have to get going here.
Yeah, that's a broad honorary Ball Don't Lie. Teams need to start playing preseason.
Because it shows
some sloppy first quarters.
Very sloppy. Yeah.
So I thought that was one of the differences. Another difference that I want to point out about the Eagles this year versus last year, and it's a huge one, especially if you're following the Eagles as closely as AJ and I. Jalen Hurts against the blitz. That was a major problem last year. You would see a blitz in Jalen Hurts' face, and you would just see him chucking the ball downfield or making some kind of desperation play or throwing some kind of swing or some kind of, like, the only answer we had was like a screen to Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah.
Very different, at least for game 1. Hurts was 5-7 against the blitz. That's good for 71%, 71 yards, 8 yards. Eagles picked up a first down on 5 of the team's 8 plays against the blitz. So he handled the blitz very well. I think this shows a huge improvement in quarterback, yes, but in scheme. I was listening to someone break down Jalen Hurts, and they're saying, and I thought it might have been a cop-out at first, but I'm starting to believe it. If you struggle against the blitz, no matter what quarterback you are, that is first and foremost a scheme option. Your options against the blitz aren't very good. And so I'm starting to believe it now because Jalen Hurts, to be this black and white, he was awful against the blitz last year.
Yep.
So to be this night and day against the blitz, I give all that credit to Mr. Mouth Breather himself, Kellen Moore.
Yeah, he's got to work on his.
Anyone else want? I know Jalen Hurts is the big topic. Anyone else want to comment on Jalen Hurts?
No, I mean he did make some plays that were bad, but they're early on, and I saw that like I said like a minute ago. A lot of these offenses have rough starts because they just don't play anything. So week 2, I'm sure they look great. Saquon Barkley really just. He really gives us like a nice landing because if everything else goes wrong, like in the third quarter, they just started feeding Saquon.
Yeah, he erased a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good.
He still has the juice.
Yeah, Giants.
I was told all offseason he doesn't really have any burst anymore.
We're not getting the same Saquon.
He's not worth.
You don't have a burst for you.
Look pretty bursty to me.
Look pretty. Oh, God.
Last one I point out is, and this is a guy I did not think I'd be shouting out, but the big man himself, Mekhi Becton.
Yeah.
Mekhi Becton, 0 pressures allowed, 0 sacks allowed, 0 hurries allowed, 0 QB hits allowed.
He looked good.
All I heard all offseason as well was, what are you going to do without Jason Kelsey? What are you going to do? It's has to be the same old line. Well, enter Mekhi Becton, played out of his mind. And listen, he was a guard the whole time. We're trying to make him play tackle, and he sucked.
Yeah.
And Jeff Stoutland fixed someone again.
Yeah. The tush push wasn't as effective.
Yeah,
but
we got to sharpen up.
But
Cam
I mean,
Jurgens.
Saquon balances out the tush push.
Yeah, I was going to say, a couple
crazy.
times I thought, screw the tush push. Just give it to Saquon.
Just give it to Saquon. He's really good too.
Yeah, give the O-line and Saquon, and you don't need the tush push.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not a Packers point. Gabe, though, we are talking about this game right now. Anything you want to bring on the Packers? Obviously, Jordan Love sucks about that. Wasn't Jalen Carter's fault, but sucks.
No, I mean, I like your point because I think early on, especially with the McKinney pick, I was like, I think we got Hurts here. And I think when Hurts threw that touchdown pass to Saquon, that's when I was kind of like, okay, he's dialing in, he's sharpening up, he's not hesitating. And just as it went on, too, like, it was definitely week 1. Last time I checked, the Packers had 8 flags in the first half, 10, I think, in the whole entire game. 2 touchdowns were called back. I mean, just a lot of self-inflicting wounds. But obviously the big one for us is just Love trying to get him back. That's just a terrible way to end it. Eagles, all props in the world. Because, first off, you didn't mention this, but the field conditions of this game were just terrible.
Yeah,
and it affected both sides of the ball. So I can't say, that's a cop-out.
Yeah, to that point, I think that these two teams have really good pass rushes, and we didn't see that from either team.
Oh, we didn't see nothing from
And
Packers.
I think that's just because of the field. I think that is solely on the field.
Yeah.
You saw the tackles. I think Jalen Carter had a pretty good game.
Even
but
Rashawn Gary's sack, it was just because the tackle
Right.
thought there was I think it was like a full start, something like that.
Yeah, and I'm at least I hope that it is because the Eagles had 0 pass rush, and that needs to get fixed. But yeah, I'm done talking about the Eagles.
Yeah.
It was a fun game. It definitely was. It was ugly, but it was fun.
Yeah. But yeah, ball don't lie. C.J. Stroud is exactly who we thought he was. My man cooked today. Today versus the Colts, 24 for 32, 234 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Exactly what he was last year. But this time, if you watch that Colts game, that Colts defense is freaking good. They were
Throw a pick.
there was one pick, but then he got called back because of a flag.
Yeah.
That Colts defense was great. Sacked him 4 times. The pressures, I think he had 9. He was running around for his life. What I liked about this was that he had that kind of game where it wasn't always going well, where the offensive line was up and down, but he still evened out feeding those 3 big dogs. Nico Collins, 8 targets, 6 catches, 117 yards. Stephon Diggs, 6 targets, 6 catches, 33 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tank Dell, 7 targets, 3 catches, 40 yards, but he had 2 50-50, bombs that can go either way. So I was so impressed that he fed these guys while playing a good game, while not turning the ball over, while running around for his life. Now, kind of him being 5th on those QB odds on those MVP odds is starting to make sense. Like, oh, he's actually very good. I saw him like he's very good quarterback and belongs amongst those elite quarterbacks. He just performed well. It's a good team. Colts are a good team.
You guys' thoughts? I don't want to be the one to say it.
So, Angel, you said he's exactly who he was last year. I don't think that's a good thing.
Last year he was.
We're looking for the ascension this year. I'm not. In no way am I saying that was a bad game. Obviously, he played a good game. We're looking for the ascension. I do like how he spread the ball around. to the receivers. That was nice to see. All three of them were actively included. Joe Mixon had a huge game.
Great.
Like, oh my, gee, 24 carries or 30. He had 30 carries. Yeah, jeez. But Joey, go ahead.
Okay, this is my take on it. I don't think this is at all proof that. I think this was only proof that he's still good. I don't know if this is proof that he's one of the greatest in the game now. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-1 for 244.
Fully agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good.
Yeah.
I think maybe the things that happen around him, we're gonna to Angel's point, will help you out a little bit. He finally has a nice running back. I think Stephon Diggs caught I want to say
touchdowns.
so. Yeah, he
Two
had
touchdowns.
two.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's gonna help him a lot. So maybe he doesn't have to be that Superman.
Well, not all-
guy.
And everybody knows their role. Like Stephon Diggs is clearly the slot receiver. Nico Collins is the X. Tank Dell's the big play guy. And they worked all three of those roles today.
Nico Collins is so good. I just want to point
Yes,
that out.
he is.
Yeah.
He is so good. He's legit.
Yeah.
Legit for real.
And Stephon Diggs, if he's bought into this slot role, he's a very good slot guy.
Yeah.
In the red zone, they went to him because he's good at separation in like those short routes.
Yeah.
Two touchdowns.
He
And
has to
Tank
buy
Dell,
into it.
they kind of sprinkle him everywhere. Schultz just kind of picks up whatever. And then Joe Mixon adding him to this team. Pretty good. He ran good today.
I want to get Terrell's thoughts to this. This is the question. Does this game prove to you that he is deserving of the 5th overall best odds to win MVP?
No, I mean, I think this is the game where this is the season really will determine, like, okay, are you going to be a solid quarterback in this league? And I think that's what he's just going to be. You know, the term game manager gets thrown around a lot. I think that's what C.J. Stroud will be, is just a consistent good. I think he'll be in that Dak Prescott tier of quarterbacks. I don't know if he's that dynamic. He might have a one Matt Ryan type of crazy year where he does win an MVP. It's not saying he's not capable of doing that, but I think he will. I think with this team around him, that veteran presence is good. I think he'll establish himself as a solid top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
I think that's where I am too. But I will point out these Colts-Texans matchups are going to be good for years.
That was good football.
Yeah.
For years.
That was some good football.
I was very impressed with Anthony Richardson.
I guess I'm the only Stroud guy but either way.
No, you're not. I think we're just not all with like, he's.
I'm not ringing the bell like, he's here, baby.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
this is more of the same.
I mean, what did I mean? I can get into this. Well, like against good teams, like even the great quarterback like Patrick Mahomes didn't light it up for Thursday night. Jalen Hurts didn't light it up Friday night.
They don't need to. They've proven themselves.
Let's wait 6 weeks and he'll keep doing the same things. And I want to hear what you guys.
I
say
think he's better than what we expected him to be, and I think that's where I don't know. You're kind of hung up on because he was the number 2 pick in the draft, but that quarterback class was not great.
Shout out to Bryce Young.
Cheeks.
You know, so I mean, he's
Shout out to
better.
Bryce
He's
Young.
better than Bryce Young.
That cannot be what you got from today. He's better than Bryce Young. That's a terrible take.
No, I already said what my take was. He was like, he's a top 10, but he's not. Wow, oh my God, he's the best core. One of the.
Let's
top
let it
guys.
cook. Give it 6 weeks. I want to see exactly. He's gonna keep doing the same shit. Okay, whatever.
We got to write this
Stop
down.
punching
man.
tables.
This has to go on the board here.
I think you need to take your own advice. I think we need to wait until we make a declaration.
Yeah, we're not saying like
I'm not waiting at all. He's no, I was kidding. I've
It goes
seen
244, 2-1, and MVP.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm there.
I just saw like he just does well in every situation. That's what great players do. No matter if it's good or bad, he does. You could just rely on him.
Yeah. I mean, to borrow your own term, I'm cautiously optimistic that he's gonna get there. But
I got a little something for you though.
Yeah.
So you're going off about C.J. Stroud's numbers. Baker Mayfield put up 289 yards and 4 touchdowns. Why are we not banging that drum?
I mean, I'm about to. Can I go? You guys are circling my point.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's my ball don't lie. The jury is out on Dave Canales. I don't want to hear any more that he's a quarterback whisperer until we see it. Because not only did freaking Baker Mayfield go for 287 and 4 touchdowns, Geno Smith looked really good as well.
Yeah.
And you didn't look good? Bryce freaking Young. Bryce Young, 14 for 29. That's a 48% completion percentage.
Holy hell.
92 yards, 0 passing touchdowns. As a whole, the offense had 140 yards. Quarterbacks in the last 30 years with at least 25 passing attempts, under 100 passing yards. Only one guy on that list, and that is Bryce Young. He really, really struggled.
Yeah, I was really into this team being better than I thought. I think I was just wrong. They don't. What was it? 47
to 10.
And
it was over in the first 5
to
minutes.
a team that maybe the Saints fans thinks they're going to be great. This show is not high. Many people are not high on the Saints.
Half of us picked the Panthers to win this game.
Yeah, and it's just to not be beat down like 47-10. It's just that's embarrassing, sad, and it's just like are you guys still the same shit team that you guys were last year?
At one point, the Saints had 34 points while the Panthers had 34 yards.
Oh my God.
Would you guys put $10,000 that the Saints are going to pick top 5 in next year's draft?
This
Top 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Top 5, yeah.
Top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
Absolutely,
Top 10,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
That's who they lost to today.
Yeah. I mean,
That's who they got obliterated by.
He had
They
a
just lose to
32.8 passer rating, 13 for 30, 161 yards. I said it wrong earlier, and 2 interceptions. He was just really, really, really bad.
He just looked bad. Like not at any point, any pass he threw, you thought he was guessing.
So your point, but David Canales.
My point, goes back to Dave Canales.
Yeah.
Because we heard he's going to change the offense. The Bucs going to struggle without him. And it was just completely opposite today. It's week 1, so let's not overreact too much. But this is about as bad as it could have started if that was your take, that Dave Canales is the guy.
The one ray of hope, and I speak as a Bronco fan who lost to the Dolphins 70-20, is that after that we won a 5-game winning streak. You always turn it around. Terrible start, David. Terrible. I don't know. You keep taking L's with the C.J. Stroud being way better than that whole trade, and the Caleb Williams trade that ended up being terrible. Another L. You keep collecting these L's in terrible ways. Terrible start to a new head coaching regime.
Yeah, I actually made a mistake earlier. I read someone else's stats. His stats were 13 for 30, 161, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Even better.
Pretty wild.
That's
Pretty
worse.
bad. Yeah. Yeah. My next ball don't lie is Justin Fields finally gives the Steelers offense identity.
Yeah, it's crazy on Twitter.
We talk about
People either hate this guy and and I don't care what you say. You've already decided you hate him.
Yep.
He could have had a game to put him in the MVP race like CJ Stroud, and people would have still hated him.
Yep. Today.
Or you could have loved him, like you're about to say.
Yeah. Today, 17 for 23, 156 yards. But on top of that, 14 carries for 57 yards. Steelers won the time of possession by 10 minutes, 9 rushing first downs. They rushed as a team for 137 yards. They had, because Jalen Warren was hurt, he only had two carries. They had about 4 running backs on the field. They ran the ball and played good defense. Last year, you had nothing offensively. Now we are a very strong run team. Yeah. Everyone offensively in the backfield can run. Is your running back? Bottom line, if you have Fields, you're a run first, a elite run offense that you haven't had that in years.
I don't know if Russell Wilson wins this game. And I know that's kind of a broad statement. Mm-hmm. It was such a gritty game. You needed every bit of Justin Fields' running ability, which we're obviously not going to get from Russell Wilson. I have a question, but I want to let everyone comment on that. What do you think today of Justin Fields' performance? Were you impressed, or do you think let's go back to Russell Wilson because that was trash? Because that is literally the 2 opinions on Twitter.
It's literally it.
I think you just said it better than Russell. Like, it's better no matter how bad or how good you think it is. I think it's better than whatever the other guy can get you.
And I think overall the team just showed we're the bully on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson doesn't add to that. Justin Fields can. He can further that identity.
Yeah, he was ready to. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, he was ready.
Please, we have a picture.
I'll put the picture right.
Put it right here. Yeah.
Russell Wilson, not only in pads, but eye black as well, just in case.
He's just the cheesiest.
Jeez.
He was inactive, right? He was
No.
He was a third string.
He was third string emergency. Yeah, but he was suited up. Why not? Eye black. Idiot. He's just like the most cringy guy.
So corny.
Imagine that kind of guy in this kind of game where it was the Falcons Steelers team was that game was hard hitting. It was like you said, it was like a real
gritty,
punch you in the mouth, and you needed Fields to 14 carries. Those are not he only had 57 yards. That's not great, per carry average. He was in the A gaps running. Najee Harris ran tough as he always does, and.
But about Patterson, he ran fine. Too.
But I think that was a little tuned up because Jalen Warren was just coming back from injury and he was pushing it. So I think maybe that evens
George
out.
Pickens played well.
Pickens played well. Yeah, And you don't need to do much offensively. You won the game 18 points because your defense was lighting it up.
Took care of the ball. That's really the biggest thing.
It's just you just if you have this for a full season, you can be like this strategy can travel too. Run the ball and play good like defense. It's weatherproof because in snowy games you run the ball anyway. I'm just a fan of this new offense.
Terrell, you going back to Russell Wilson after this?
No, I mean Justin Fields, I think, proved in this game that he can win you a game if you like he can win you games. He doesn't have to go out and be the superstar. If you can give him a chance to make a play, he can make a play. And I think, like you said, Russ isn't going to make. I don't think he's going to make that play. To steal the game and put the game away at the end of the game. He's not going to make that type of run, bully through the defensive line on that last play. Yeah. So I stick with Justin Fields. Selfishly, as a Broncos fan, I want Russ next week. But I mean, for the Steelers, if you want to win that game, you got to put Justin Fields on the field.
Yeah, I think as long as he's taking care of the ball, you stick with him. I get it. If he starts turning the ball over like crazy, I get pulling him. But yeah, I think he's the best chance to win. I want to shout out a couple of things. The first thing is an absolute animal on this Steelers team who, if he doesn't win Defense Player this year, I just have given up.
Holy hell!
All faith in that voting system. T.J. Watt was the star of this game.
Yeah,
he was the best player on either side of the ball on either team. He was everywhere. It was insane to watch.
He had stats erased because of flags.
Yeah,
like he had like strip sacks. I think he had 2.
He had 2 strip sacks. Back. I don't know how many sacks did he actually have.
Oh man!
Like if you tell me right now he had 5 sacks, I'm like, yeah, it looks about right.
No. They only had 2 sacks on the game, but it was just he who was in the backfield all day.
He was
that poor right tackle. Caleb McGarry. Oh, dude,
yeah, he's having a long night.
That's a bad film. Burn that tape. You got your ass cooked.
So that brings me to my last question. Then we'll move on to this point. Scale 1 to 10. What's your worry about this Falcons offense?
4.
10 being the biggest worry.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Terrell?
10's I'm terrified of this. I think I'm at a 6 with this.
Okay.
I mean,
it's a little higher than Angel.
Yeah, I'm at a 6 with this. Kirk made some really scary plays, so I'm at a 6.
Guys?
I'm at a 7. Kirk does not look like he has it. Kyle Pitts still doesn't look like he knows how to play football. I mean, he caught a touchdown. He was wide open. He's wide open.
I think that's the only pass he caught. Or
he had 3 catches.
Yeah, he had a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's 2 more than Drake London, or 1 more than Drake London had.
Gabe,
1 to 10 panic level.
It's probably the same thing. I mean, I know it's week 1, but I'm getting like a 7 here.
Okay.
I just don't see it improving. Can Kirk improve?
It looked like the same team.
Yeah, it looked the same exact thing.
I'm with Angel. I'm not as panicked.
I'm not as panicked.
What'd you say, 4?
Said a 4 because first off, Kirk didn't play no preseason. This is week 1. It's a really, really good defense. A lot of offenses didn't perform well. Yeah, I'm not. And T.J. Watt was messed up the whole game. You're not playing T.J. Watt every week. I'm not. I think by week 5, this team's going to be wherever it is going to be for the year. I'm not really worried about this. And you have a backup quarterback who's first-round quarterback too. So the offense is going to be somewhat good this year. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried yet. I mean,
yeah. If this is week 7, I'm like, oh, shit.
If the O-line continues to play like that, I'd be worried. You're not going to play T.J. Watt every week.
Yeah.
And then I thought the defense looked really good. I thought Simmons and
Bates
is going to work. They are so good.
You know what was fun? Pickens versus AJ Terrell.
This was a chippy game.
I didn't know they had
random Falcons.
I didn't know they had a rivalry. It was pretty fucking.
That defense showed up. There was Najee Harris popping up, getting in people's face.
It was awesome. It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, they both wanted to win for sure. Okay, ball don't lie. Oh, sorry, Terrell.
No, I was just gonna say there's a lot of defensive players balling in week 1.
Yeah.
Do
you think this is the year a defensive player wins MVP?
No.
TJ Watt. Last year we were banging the drum for Christian McCaffrey all year. If TJ Watt, if he keeps doing this, man, how do you not? Like he was the best player I saw today. Like easily.
Oh, what type of numbers?
That's a good question.
Were you more impressed with any single player today?
Oh no, he was incredible.
Like
who? Adam Hutchinson.
CJ Stroud.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He was really good as well.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal. He was pretty good. God, there's so many players. Joe Alt was good today.
Yeah, but
it's hard to watch him. Be like, oh shit, he's doing well, but he's alive.
Nothing happened. It was wonderful.
Look at his pass sets.
I mean, anyone you guys can come to mind that was more impressive than TJ Watt today? Any single player.
I mean, he was pretty impressive. Yeah. But like, okay, to Terrell's point, defensive player winning MVP. What type of numbers does he have to put up to where you can't
sacks.
make that right? 20 sacks
At least, because that's been done before. Maybe break the sack record. I don't know. That'd probably be newsy enough to maybe grab it.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Then we're just gonna still give it to
know.
Lamar Jackson for 2,600 yards.
It's gonna be at this. It's gonna be quarterback. He was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean at this point it's between
It was crazy just to watch him.
T.J.
Like,
Watt, C.J. Stroud, and Saquon Barkley.
yeah, those are the front runners.
We kind of touched on
People's choice.
People's choice.
We kind of touched on it a little bit, like, not doing the preseason games. Do you think week 1 could possibly just be a sign of offenses just weren't alive this week?
You know what, that
Of
happened-
course, defensive players are going to shine week 1.
Week 1 is the preseason now.
For like the last 3 years, it's been like that. Like week 1 is like a defensive battle, and then by week 4 or 5, it's like
Go look at the fantasy scores. It was just a terrible fantasy day.
Yeah.
For everyone. And I think just offenses. Yeah, I think I would say that. I think offenses just aren't. They aren't there.
Baker Mayfield. I was trying to think of a player that like kind of impressed me this week that
okay.
kind of matched up.
oh man,
I was really going through. I was like, who? I know there's
Baker's
somebody.
really good.
I'm so glad Bake did well today.
Cooper Kupp looked great today.
Coop looked like old Cooper Kupp today.
Anyone else got one, or else I'll go. Ball don't lie. We need to lower our expectations for Caleb Williams because
Look.
we call it ball don't lie because we're just gonna tell it like we saw it.
We saw it.
He is not an immediate upgrade in the passing game over Justin Fields. He's not an immediate upgrade in the running game over Justin Fields. He did not throw for 100 yards today. The offense did not score a single point today. Special teams and defense literally won this game for the Chicago Bears. He took care of the ball, and he was fine, but exactly kind of what we talked about before the season. He didn't operate an offense today.
Yeah.
He was running around. He was doing all sorts of, Caleb Williams stuff. He made some impressive throws. One throw he made on the run, the velocity and accuracy he threw it with was incredible.
It was a play action, right? And I forgot who was it to.
But he threw for 93 yards. That stat I read earlier was not, sorry, I have to correct myself, was not for Bryce Young. It was for Caleb Williams.
Yep.
25 pass attempts, 100 yards. Only one person in NFL history has done that. That's Caleb Williams. Not the debut I think Bears fans want.
It wasn't like, it didn't seem organized. It just seemed like they said, go out there and just run around.
Just do you.
But that was that's the point I made during the game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they handed
They
him
gave him too much.
too soon.
Yeah.
Like, they think he's like, let's hand this guy the offense. He's Peyton Manning right now.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning wasn't even Peyton Manning right then. Like, I feel like he needs to be in a system.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it's a little irresponsible because you have such great weapons, and like if you were scheming them right, if you were to do this, I think he missed a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just missed them. Keenan Allen early, he missed one on the left sideline. I wasn't really impressed. Not a lot of the rookies played well. The rookie quarterbacks played like well today.
Yeah. It reminded me of Jalen Hurts last year a little bit. A little bit of like hold the ball, try to make something at the end of the play.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wanted to bring that out there because got a lot of Caleb Williams hype. The Justin Fields comparison is pretty interesting because they both played today, and like Justin Fields clearly outplayed him across the board, which no one would have saw that coming, especially in the passing game. I don't know. Caleb Williams, Terrell, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's, I think he'd be fine. Like you said, you got to give him a system. You got to give him a good. Obviously, you look at it and you go, oh, you put Justin Fields with this type of talent. What could Justin Fields have done? But I'm not really
That's
worried.
a great point.
I'm not really worried that much. But yeah, if they treated Justin Fields like they're doing Caleb Williams, they gave Caleb Williams all of these weapons, 93 yards. That's
pretty pathetic.
It's not great.
It's not great. It's not great.
It's not good.
And then
the best rookie today was Jaden Daniels by far.
Yeah,
It wasn't even close.
And he wasn't even that great. He was just the best rookie. Yeah.
Okay.
I got one quick one if I can
shoot.
throw it in. Ball don't lie. The Bills are just fine. Josh Allen,
Your boy might have said that.
232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. James Cook, 19 carries for 71 yards, and it didn't look like just 71 yards. James Cook was pretty impressive today, and he targeted 10 different pass catchers.
Yep.
9 of them caught the targets.
Yeah, look good. He looked good.
Yeah. He looked really good. Keon Coleman is the the guy there in ascending target share. He was over 30%. No one else was over 13%. And so Keon Coleman's going to be the guy there, but throwing to 10 different guys. He spread it around. Khalil Shakur made plays.
Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid had his moments. I think they're going to be, like you said, just fine.
Just fine. I have a quick ball don't lie. I have 2 for you if we're running out of time. 1, ball don't lie. Deshaun Watson total shit. Total shit.
Yeah, we need some apologies for that as well.
Yeah. Well, Joey, he had a good fucking record.
He went 5-1.
Hey, I was thinking we need to keep his record up here.
Dude. He went 5-1 last year.
He's 5-2 now.
He fucking sucks.
Man. He really sucks.
He sucks.
They lost to the Patriots.
I don't want to hear another thing from no they didn't lose to the Patriots.
The Browns lose?
Bengals lost to the Patriots. Browns lost to the Cowboys.
He went
in the
20,
first 5 minutes.
24 for 45, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He averaged 2.7 yards per attempt. Unless that Browns defense turns into the elite defense that they were last year, then that's the only way that he's going to win games because they give up 33 points. No way Deshaun Watson is going to score 33 points. He's just bad. He misses throws. He's not good. I'm sorry, Browns fans.
He died on that massage table.
Yep.
He never got up. Well,
he did. 26 times.
at least.
According to public record.
At least 26 times.
For in a courtroom.
No, but seriously, he's not the same.
He's not good.
I'm ready to say it.
He's not good.
Okay, and I'm going to make this a clip just for all those Browns fans.
Tag him.
They were
Because
so mad.
He was
He was 5-1. No, the Browns are 5-1. He was on the Browns. Deshaun Watson's not 5-1. I don't know how long they keep him at quarterback.
He can't. I mean, you can't.
And next year, I think it's $75 million dead cap. You can't even hide it. No, it's 2 years because they pushed back the money so far. So in the next 2 years, if you cut him, $75 million.
Here's my take on that. If you're going to take that cap anyway,
just do it.
Yeah.
And get a good quarterback in there because if you win a Super Bowl, you could care less about having a dead cap.
Yep.
But do it. Don't ride this out.
It's game one. I saw a tweet today that says, I would take a long, hard look at Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Absolutely.
At least he's aggressive or better. It was crazy that we're comparing Jameis Winston to Deshaun Watson, but that's where we are.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what.
You know who did win today? Jacoby Brissett, the guy who got ran out of town because Deshaun Watson came.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he went and he beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
So.
He beat the Bengals.
You suck, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I also want to shout out one other guy that deserves a shout out because the long road back. J.K. Dobbins balled out.
Yeah, good for you, J.K.
100+ yards.
Good for you, dude.
10 carries.
He was not as fast as he used to be. Not as fast. He had a breakout run that he got caught. I'm like, I think rookie year you would have made that, but good for you, dude. You found a home there.
I saw a couple guys racing the dead today. Cooper Kupp, amazing.
Back to being
Nothing never happened.
And then J.K. Dobbins, incredible.
Yep.
Hardball first win. That was really awesome. Anything else you guys want to just shout out real quick?
Yeah, because this is a big talking point for our show for some reason. Bo Nix is not as pro ready as we thought. Look, listen. You can have all the accolades, all the accolades, all the college tape. It does not always translate as quickly as you think to the pro game. I still believe in Bo Nix, but let's pump the brakes on. He's right away going to be a good quarterback. Let's just like I said, be cautiously optimistic.
I'll take even farther than that. Okay, because we heard all about all the college tape and all that. But people didn't really start chirping at you guys, especially, until he started balling out in the preseason. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean a pile of shit either. It's preseason for a reason.
Yeah, we need to hear those people now. You got all happy about the preseason stuff. Let's hear you now during the real game.
He sucked.
Yeah, he look I watch. Of course, me and Terrell, we watch every snap of that game. He looked like a rookie. First read, eyes on first read, he would panic. He missed wide open guys.
Triple coverage.
He was throwing in triple coverage. They went 5 for 18 on third down, which means he wasn't good in crucial moments. It's just he's a rookie. So I'm hoping he's good, but let's just sometimes it takes some time for these guys to get good. So let's not crown him before he actually's done anything.
Terrell, let's get your Bo Nix impression.
I mean, look, Bo's gonna figure it out. I think he definitely needs to use his legs more, and don't be afraid to run the football. But the running game is non-existent. Denver doesn't have really a lot of playmakers too, but I think too Sean Payton definitely needs to tone down. I think the arrogance a little bit. I think he's like, this was my guy. This is my guy. He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. And then he's still throwing guys under the bus around. He's like, we don't have enough talent around him.
It's obviously
more plays around him,
Well, stick up for Sean Payton. He did say he needed to be better as a play caller, which is true.
To crap on Sean Payton a little more.
I think he's coddling him just a little bit too much. Yeah. And I think he's got to at least acknowledge he made some really stupid plays.
He's got to find the balance between babying this rookie quarterback who needs it, because we've seen that now, and believing and giving him public praise. because you can't just say he's the guy, and then this happens and you look stupid. You have to have a balance.
The first report we heard about this guy from training camp, from rookie camp, was that he has an advanced knowledge of the playbook already. It's amazing how fast he's picking up the playbook.
Yeah.
That is not what I saw today. I saw a quarterback who didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
Who was making throws just straight into double, triple coverage, like you said. And it just like it was almost like we were watching it, and he would like gear up for this pass, step into it. It looked so confident. It looked so like, okay, he's gonna rip one downfield, and it just wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
And so I also have to question like how accurate is he really? Because I heard he was incredibly accurate, but he was throwing it right into the chest of a lot of Seahawks.
I mean, what's 26 for 42? What's that percentage? That's what he was. That's not great.
I mean, it's over half. I know
Really
that.
62%.
That's not great.
Also, listen, maybe don't strip all the weapons from this guy.
Yeah, maybe don't trade Jerry Jeudy and don't cut. It's just we talked about this watching the game. They caught the ball and they were tackled. That's why the yards slowed down, or they dropped the ball and it wasn't. You got to surround this guy with somebody, not just Sutton.
Yeah, there's not a lot of dynamic to this offense. I was disappointed with a couple of their role players today. McLaughlin, I expected a lot more from him. I expected something from Dulcich. There just wasn't much to be excited about.
God forbid Marvin Mims gets an offensive snap at wide.
I guess he's just a return man.
God forbid. Dude, this guy, he was Sean Payton's first draft pick as a head coach.
Are you guys willing to say you're still cautiously optimistic about the guy, though? We're obviously not right.
Always. I'm always cautious because it's a rookie
Well, at
quarterback.
some point, I hope you're not.
I gave Drew Lock 3 years, so
God, wow.
That's a long time.
I gave Drew Lock a long time. So I mean, it's my team. I want him to be good. I want him to be good because I want to cheer for the Broncos.
Quickly, anyone else you guys want to shout out real quick?
Are we just giving the Bengals a pass, or are we worried?
I've been saying I'm worried.
But
I've
Yes,
been
you
saying
have.
the
it's
Yes,
like a
you
give
have.
and take because they always start slow, but they have a lot of the vibes are bad.
That's what I'm saying. Are the bad vibes something to believe and hold on to for the rest of the season?
I think it's incredibly fair too, because you saw what the Cowboys did today with their bad vibes heading into the year, and they handled
we'll see
big.
what the
big
Niners
business.
do.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
bad
Niners
vibes.
tomorrow.
They were terrible. They lost
bad.
to the Patriots. I don't know if we were unanimous on any other pick, but we were all unanimous on that one.
We all picked it, yeah.
Like we all picked the Bengals.
Except for Greg. Shout out to Greg.
Yeah, that's true. Shout
The
out to
betting
Greg.
thing he said.
But yeah, I think this. I mean, obviously, don't panic yet. They're gonna get T. Higgins back. They're gonna hopefully right the ship. I didn't know Zach Taylor wasn't calling plays anymore. He apparently is giving that up this year.
Oh, wow.
To his offense coordinator, a guy who I never heard of.
That sounds good. That's
So
good
that
plan.
sounds like
winning
another
football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that always goes well.
Yeah, but ball don't lie, football's back and it's awesome.
Well, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us for this week number 1. The next time we see you, we'll come to you with a brand new Angels Heavenly Top 10 and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to check in on our picks from last week. So it'll be a good time. Have a good Monday Night Football. See you then. Bye.
Peace.